emotions too. I was gambling in Havana. I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns and money. Dad, get me out of this. Ha! I'm the innocent bystander. Somehow I got stuck between the rock and the hard place, and I'm down on my luck. Yes, I'm down on my luck. Well, I'm down on my luck. I'm hiding in Honduras. I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns and money. This shit has hit the fan. Alright, send lawyers, guns and money. Send lawyers, guns and money. Send lawyers, guns and money. Hey! Send lawyers, guns and money. Oh! Yeah.
Swaddy Cab, Jed here from Thailand, my land. I've just released my new fiction book in the tie-dyed series of books called Lawyers, Guns and Money. The title of the book comes from the late great Warren Zevon song of the same name from his 1978 album Excitable Boy. If you like great music, I recommend that you take a listen to Lawyers, Guns and Money and many others of Warren Zevon's songs, as he was a great talent. Sadly, Warren Zevon died of mesothelioma or heart cancer in 2003. The book features Lieutenant Chai Son Sinuon of the Royal Thailand Police, an incorruptible policeman in a notoriously corrupt police force. And because of his stance against corruption, many of Son's fellow police officers resent that he is uncorruptible, including his commander officer, Colonel Satang, who only tolerates him because of his unprecedented record of catching criminals, which the Colonel capitalises on and then takes the credit for. Son, who is a devout Theravada Buddhist and incorruptible, is based in Shawang, on the tropical island of Koh Samui, where millions of Farang tourists flock every year to soak up the sun, party and visit the lady bars, so crime and criminals are never very far away. Son is handed the toughest case of his career when on the tranquil shores of Crystal Bay, close to Lamai Beach, a woman's body floats to shore on the afternoon tide. Unnoticed, she drifts close to the many tourists taking advantage of the tepid water to try to cool down in the hot mid-afternoon sun. She's naked except for a Buddhist amulet around one of her wrists and a silk scarf tied tightly around her neck. And she has distinctive Sak Yant tattoos down her back. It looked like a straightforward case of a bar girl taking the wrong customer home for the night, until a phone call to the Koh Samui police station from an expat husband in Bangkok saying that his wife, a high-profile prosecutor, had not been answering her phone since the previous evening and that he had contacted the management at their holiday home on the island to check on her. When the manager entered the house, he found an overturned coffee table, drops of blood on the broken glass, but no sign of the man's wife. After the woman's body is identified as that of the missing prosecutor, it comes to light that she was building a case against a Russian drug cartel boss operating out of Phuket with links to the Asian underworld. When pressure from the upper echelons of the Thai government works its way down to the police minister, he contacts Colonel Chief Superintendent Satang and demands that he make a quick arrest. Knowing that his best investigator had been banished to Koh Phangan, Colonel Satang recalls Lieutenant Chai Son Sinuan from his exile back to Koh Samui to try to solve the case. The investigation takes Son from Koh Samui to the island of Phuket, where he comes face to face with the Russian drug lord Fyodor Popov. Son had crossed swords with Popov in Bangkok earlier in his career, when Popov had been a strong suspect in a drugs-related murder, but he'd bought his way out of trouble, which still angered Son, and Son is determined not to let him get away with murder a second time. This is the third book in the Chai Son Sinuan series of books. The first book was Murder in Paradise. On the paradise island of Koh Samui, a young English girl's body is found posed looking out to sea on Boput Beach. Her throat's been cut to near decapitation, and Son is handed one of the toughest murder cases of his career. At the same time, COVID-19 has devastated Thailand's and Koh Samui's tourist industry, and the government is putting pressure on Son to solve the case to save face with the international community. Son is in a race against time to solve the murder, but with most businesses, hotels, massage parlours, restaurants and bars now closed, and with many potential witnesses having already left the island to return to their home countries or provinces around Thailand, there's very few leads to follow. The investigations take Son to Koh Phangan, and then to the island of Phuket, and then back to Koh Samui, as he untangles a crime with links back to the notorious gangsters, the Cray twins, the most feared, most ruthless gangsters in London during the 1950s and 1960s. The second book in the series is called Bar Girl, where, on the tropical island of Koh Samui, a bar girl has gone missing. The granddaughter of a high-ranking general with connections to the upper echelons of the Thai army government has also gone missing, and Police Lieutenant Chai Son Sinuan of the Royal Thailand Police, an incorruptible policeman in a police force that is deeply rooted in corruption, is assigned the case. As Son starts his investigation, the bar girl's mutilated body is found, and then two more bar girls go missing. To make matters worse, a German resident of Koh Samui, who is the younger brother of a government minister in the Christian Democratic Union Party in the German Bundestag, went for his usual afternoon bike ride 2 days before, and he's not been seen since. As Son learns more about the missing German and the general's granddaughter, he's convinced that the investigations are connected. The clock is ticking, and Son is in a race against time to solve the crime before the killer strikes again. The story takes the reader to the hardcore red light districts of Koh Samui, where girls from poor villages in rural areas of Thailand come to work in the lady bars to try to support their families by selling themselves to the Farang, who come from all corners of the world to take full advantage of the girls' troubled lives. So if you're looking for a good book to read over the Christmas period, take a look at my books in the tie-dyed series of books: Murder in Paradise, Bar Girl, or Lawyers, Guns and Money. All of my books are available on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, including Kobo Plus, Smashwords, Tolino, Overdrive, Bibliotheca, Scribed, Baker & Taylor, Hoopla, Biblio, BorrowBox and Ordillo. And you'll find the links to all my books in the description of this video. So thanks very much for watching. I'm sure you'll enjoy the books. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So if, like I was before I moved to Thailand, you're sick of your own country that's getting more and more woke by the day, and where your rights are being slowly taken away from you by your so-called governments, where the country that you were born and grew up in is deteriorating so much that you don't even recognise it as your own anymore? Maybe it's time to consider retiring overseas. If that's the case, take a look at my new book, The Retire in Thailand Handbook 2023. It's filled with everything that you'll need to know about living in the land of smiles. Or, if Thailand doesn't rock your boat, take a look at my book, The 10 Best Countries to Retire to on Your Pension. Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Bali, Indonesia, Spain, Portugal, Costa Rica, Belize and Panama. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.